their midst will come men who will tower above all others, and yet be equal to them.
Huh. So you must be Principal Tayaac. Didn't know Skyands could speak our language.
What has long rested in darkness has returned to the light of the world. Yes, we speak your language, and yes, they call me Tayaac now. A designation of my identity, one that has not completely shed its roots.
You were waiting for me.
I called, and you came.
Why now? Why haven't you tried to negotiate with humans before?
Your attempts to infiltrate Cassandra were impressive. You are worthy of our attention.
What makes you think you have the right to destroy our planet?
It is as much our planet as it is yours, and we will improve it.
But why Magellan? Couldn't you have found another world?
Unless you are aware of an alternative habitat, that is not a viable proposal.
Why invade now? Why not before?
We had not completed our primary research. We would have been unprepared.
Who are you? Where the hell are you from?
The ground beneath you tells our story, but there are few who can remember it now.
You're not giving me straight answers. Just a load of bullshit.
You hear the words, but your mind is too limited to discern the truth behind them.
Why did you call me? What do you want from me?
You are the second humanoid anomaly. If anyone can understand, it would be you.
What the fuck?
You could ask 1,000 more questions, and I could answer them all. And yet your mind would not apprehend this knowledge without the one answer to every question.
And what's that?
Who we are, where we come from, where we are going, and how much time we have left is all at the will of the Singularity. It is the source. It is our God. It is the Elex. And it will be the end of us all.
More damn riddles. How am I supposed to understand anything if everything you say just raises more questions?
Your thoughts are tied in knots, when really it's all so simple. Let me explain it to you from the very beginning. First, there was desire, a shared obsession for eternal life. We were not the only ones with such a desire. There was another, a scientist and inventor, making his name at what was then called the Infinite Skies Corporation.
You're talking about Dawkins.
It was he who invented the formula for immortality. He who discovered the Singularity, a celestial body with the necessary laboratory conditions, many light years away. And so the inventor sent a delegation of scientists there, so that they could make his elixir of life a reality. And they succeeded. The first Elex was created. But the inventor was still here on Magellan. If he was to remain alive for the many decades of research ahead, he would need the first derivative of the Elex brought to him. And so the Comet became the emissary of this miracle, delivering both the Elex and the cataclysm that would reduce the planet to ashes. The rest of Magellan's story, you wrote yourself.
Huh. I thought it must have been something like that. Callahan wasn't the only spacecraft sent to save mankind from the Comet. There was a second one, carrying a group of scientists, and its name was Cassandra. That's who you are, isn't it? You're the scientist Dawkins sent in search of eternal life. When I first heard what you called yourselves, it sounded like Skyands. But you're not insects. You're not even beings from another planet. You're scientists. And you risked everything, heading into the sky in search of the very essence of life. Everything that's happened to our world over the last 2 centuries, it's because of you. You developed Elex and brought it here.
My name was once Taylor, but many years of metamorphosis and cellular renewal turned me into something else. Turned us all into something unique. We became the Skyands. I am Tayaac now, the guardian of Betara, one of those who will improve Megalon.
You call what you do improving? Killing everything and everyone and building your own world? We've got another word for that. Genocide.
Those who are worthy will be transformed. All others are expendable.
Why the hell are you telling me this? What do you want?
You are the second humanoid anomaly. You are a DNA replicant of Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins, or Deus, as he is known among Skyands. You have a direct connection to him. Of all living humans, you must know where he is.
As it happens, I have no idea where Dawkins is now. But why is he so important to you?
Those of us who left in the Cassandra space shuttle risked our lives and had to live in open space for decades. Dawkins only had one job. He was to prepare this planet for our return with the first derivative of the Elex we sent him. But when we finally received word from him and returned, well, so much has gone wrong with this planet in our absence.
What was it like, being shot into the sky like that?
We are immortal. We can do things the rest of humanity can't even dream are possible. But it has come at a high cost. After centuries near the Singularity, developing the Elex, we began to change. But we came to an even more devastating realization. The Singularity was moving. Slowly at first, then faster and faster. Even the most hardened skeptics could no longer deny what we had started to suspect. You see, the Elex was not just made near the Singularity. Many of the components were actually taken from it.
Does that mean?
Yes. The Elex is part of the Singularity, and it wants it back.
That thing, it's on its way here? You stole part of its essence and now it's coming to take it back, to reunite with the Elex. Is that what you're saying?
Your mind is beginning to see now, to understand.
So you want to make Dawkins pay for not preparing the planet for you. But that's not the whole story, is it? You don't understand why I still resist your infection, do you? Cassandra's computer told me. My superhuman willpower is a mystery, and you're starting to realize I could be dangerous to you. How am I doing so far?
You see much.
So you want to drag me off to your labs and tie me to one of your dissection tables? Of course. And since I'm Dawkins' DNA replicant, you think I must have the same abilities he does. So take me apart, and you learn all about him, too.
Since you seem to understand everything so clearly, there's no need to prolong things. If you can't help us find him, this conversation is over. Dawkins won't be able to hide forever.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Just one more thing.
Enough questions. It is time to study your anomaly. We have very little time before the Singularity arrives. We must be prepared. That means expending our knowledge of mutability, and your DNA could save us many years of research. Now, make your way to one of our research cells. You cannot win the battle with the new Elex anyway. Sooner or later, you will become one of us.
Then why are you so eager to take me apart? You don't know shit. Anyway, even if it does come to that, it'll be my decision, not yours.
Enough! We need to finish this now.
Over my dead body.
If that is how it must be.
Action. I've forgotten about it again. I should train my mind before that thing happens to me. Believe it. That fucking son of a bitch. Dawkins is the cause of everything that's happened to humanity. The world fell to his arrogance and greed. He wanted nothing more than to prolong his own miserable existence. And now, when the spirits he summoned are haunting him, he disappears. This has to stop. For good. My drone needs to find him. I must put an end to his plans.